Hey guys, it has been a while and no, I am not letting this channel die. I am back, I'll be doing videos, I'm just rebooting it and changing things a little bit. So I still want to do vlogs, but I want to do them in a slightly different format and I want to have more connection with you guys and be able to talk back to you and just hopefully make some interesting videos. Okay, so why haven't I done that many vlogs lately? Well, we have been really busy. As you know, last year I was really sick and that sort of put a halt on things. And then just lately we've just been really busy. I've been helping Hugh out with all his business stuff. We've been back and forth to Seoul, but I have still been filming some stuff. So I do have some stuff to show you. So near the beginning of the year, it was Seollal, and Seollal is Lunar New Year in Korea. So we don't actually call it Chinese New Year because we're not in China. So it's better to call it Lunar New Year, or in Korea it's called Seollal. So that is a really important holiday. It's a public holiday and everybody travels to like their hometown and see their family, and something that is really important to do at Lunar New Year is to do the ancestral rite. So in the morning we do a ceremony for ancestors, and then also you can go up the mountains where the graves are, because in Korea, especially in the countryside, a lot of the graves are in the mountains or on the hills in a certain place, and they're the burial mounds. So you go there and you do the ancestral rites there as well. So I went with my parents-in-law and my sister-in-law and her husband, and we went up the mountain. So it was quite cold and you've got to hike a little bit up the mountain, but we went up there and we went to different grave sites that have the burial mounds, and we do a few bows and we leave some food and drink there for the ancestors, and it's just a nice ceremony to remember family members that have passed on, and it's also an opportunity to clean graves and just tidy up and that sort of thing. So what else have we been doing? So like I said, we've been back and forth to Seoul a lot. We've had a lot of sort of business meetings and stuff, and also just seeing friends, because actually most of our friends are in Seoul. So that is when we see them.
Hey everyone, I'm from Domino. You guys are doing well.
It's spring now, but it was such a long winter. Like, even though we were in Australia for 6 weeks of that winter, it was still one of the longest winters of my life. It was really bad. And so some of the times we were in Seoul, it was actually snowing, even though it was still quite late in winter.
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
I can see snowflakes in the air.
Yeah, yesterday was the raining.
It got up to 16 degrees Celsius yesterday, and today it's -8. There you go, do your rap video.
Yeah. Okay, let's go home. It's too cold.
I can see a little bit. Wow, it's snowing.
There was also this massive snowstorm that we had in Seoul as well. It came on so quickly. I was just doing some stuff on my laptop and I didn't look out the window for 20 minutes, and then I looked again and it was just this crazy snow, as you can see.
Look at this, guys, a sudden snowstorm. I checked outside like 15 minutes ago and there was nothing like this. It was just like, just normal, and then, oh my God. Look at this. You've got snow in your hair.
So I asked you guys if you had any questions for me on Facebook, so I'm just going to answer a few of them. So Nicholas asked, do you do any other comics besides Nicholalala? Even just comics that you make for fun, just for yourself? Okay, so besides from, of course, the My Korean Husband comics and the webtoon, I do sometimes do some sort of K-pop like icon comics, which are really just for me and like that fan base. I don't sort of put them everywhere, it's just on the Tumblr. I'll put a link to it down below. So that's kind of just for fun because, you know, it's like K-pop, it's iKON, which are over here. I've been to 3 iKON concerts and they're only recently debuted. So yeah, I'm kind of a hardcore fan. This question is from Laura, who asks, will Nicholalala age through the years? Okay, this is a really good question. So the Nicholalala character is me but isn't me. You know, it's sort of elements of me, but then I've made another character as well. So the Nicola character on My Korean Husband comics will age because that's sort of a representation of our life and it's moments that really happen in our life. But for the webtoon, for Nicholalala, that is so much more in a fantasy world and is very different to real life. And yeah, I think she's probably gonna stay the same age because I don't think she needs to grow up at all. Okay, a lot of you guys also asked me what books I've been reading lately and if I can recommend any. Yes, so I read a lot of books. A lot of books I read aren't that good because I have a Kindle, and when you have a Kindle, it's so easy just to, like, you know, buy so many books that are just terrible. But I do have a book that I really want to recommend you. So it's called Beautiful Wreck and it's by Larissa Brown. So this is a time travel romance, but it is a good one. So if you've enjoyed Outlander and then you've gone on to wanting to read some books that are similar but being like sorely disappointed at how much just trash there is out there, this is the book that I think you will probably enjoy. So the main character is not from our time, she's actually from 22nd century Iceland, and she goes back to the 10th century in Iceland. So that is interesting in itself, that it's not somebody from our time, it's somebody from the future going way back. So it involves Vikings and it involves, you know, Icelandic stuff like that, but it's just really well written. I noticed like there were some reviews where people were saying it's not just a romance, like it feels like there's so much more to it, and I really liked the main character as well. So that is a book that I think, yeah, if you like time travel romance but you get just fed up with just how much nonsense there is out there, I really recommend this book. So that is Beautiful Wreck by Larissa Brown. Okay, I'm going to try and do these types of videos once a week so I can still show you parts of my life and I can talk back to you and you guys can leave questions for me and I will answer them. Please check out the webtoon. I'm going to talk more about the webtoon on this channel as well because this is a Nicholalala channel and that webtoon is Nicholalala, so it all ties in together. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and check out the webtoon, and I will see you later. Bye!